Then we start with our bank data. So the field name we key in as customer deposit. Okay, so our data is related with our daily customer deposit to our bank system. So I just create one simple table for it. So we start from create. Yes. Okay, so we got two types to rename our table. We can rename our table first, then follow to generate our data, or we just generate the data first, then later we give the name to our table. Okay, so we start to do the base introduction of our table. Same as Microsoft Excel, we got column and we got row. And Microsoft Excel, the column is represent the field, then the row is represent as a record. Okay, so for the field, for the each of the field, we need to provide of the data type for our field. And the first left hand side is our primary key of our field. That means it's a unique label for identify each of the record, same as your IC number. Okay, every record have their uniques of the code to do the in our database. So as our sample, we can create with IC number. So I try to rename our ID to CID. Okay, that this code is represent customer ID. Okay, which is a auto run. So second one, we wish to have our customer name. Customer name will give the type as a short text due to the normal name. So customer will use the first letter as C. C for customer name. Customer name as a sample. Then follow with the address. So at here you can use address 1, address 2, address 3 to do it. For me, for easy to you to identify, for address I still choose the account type as short text. So I rename as city. Then follow with short text for the state. Easy for your first times to understand. Then due to it's related with the customer deposit to the bank, so it's required the currency. Maybe we deposit the money in US dollar or Singapore dollar or Malaysia ringgit. So we apply the field type at here. For the data type, we choose currency. Then customer deposit, we can put CD deposit. Okay, customer deposit to the bank. Then the date of the money we deposit, so we choose data type as date. Okay, deposit date, so DD date. Okay, got one more donkey. Okay, as a sample. So the field name you can generate by your own. Then of course if you want to check it, you can put yes or no as a type for it. Or you want to attach the detail of your customer, like IC number or the form of the deposit. You can capture with your handphone or scan it to the system as a soft copy. You can attach, okay, or the proof of the related with the deposit cert for it. So you can just deposit note you can attach, so we can add the field to it. But at here we stop. First we start to fill in at least 5 to 10 data after we create the table. So it's quite close with Microsoft Excel. IPO, due to we stay on IPO, so we just put IPO, Perak, and the deposit you can key in as the sample provided. Okay, then the date, current month. So Ali also from Ipoh, Perak. Due to later we need to do the cube for the Ipoh city, so your record at least have one of the data. With Ipoh, so we have Ahmad. Maybe this time is from Taipei, but it's still under Ipoh state. So we can deposit more money to our bank. Okay, so continue with Chris. Okay, Taipei, after Taipei we have Gamba, also from Perak. So you can try your own, but with the condition your rated data need to include at least one or two record is rated from Ipoh, so that later our queue will have the rated data. So final we have Prim from Ipoh to Perak. Okay, so after we complete our data, we go to view to view our design of view. Current table is the database sheet view, seem like worksheet that view the table. And here we call database data sheet view. So now we check the design view, but before that we need to give the name for our table. We give the label to our table as customer. Due to this table is related with our customer data. Okay, so just now if you select the wrong data type, you still can maintain or just update under data type. Then for easy to identify our data, of course we can use the capture name. Maybe the staff entry do the data entry, they can't understand what the meaning of C name, so we can use the caption to rename as customer name. So our real field name is C name. We try to use the short form to it. Then it's easy for us to key in the basic programming. We don't need to key in the wrong name as customer name. For the description, of course, we can just remember the description is an option. For give the description for our field name. C name mean customer name. But the description is different with the caption. Caption will display in our data sheet at the outside of the field name. That will label our field name. C name label as customer name. Description just give the description. So even you did not key in, it doesn't matter. Like I just give you bank. But other, I just label as city. Okay. Label as date. Label as C deposit. Customer amount of customer deposit, then the date of customer deposit. I just give the description, okay, for the rated field name. City, CID, is mean customer ID. So the description only the base introduction, okay. So we went back to our database, data sheet view. So I save my data first. Then you can see the field name will label as the customer name, but the real name is C name, okay. When we do the programming, we call something, we use C name to do the programming. To could it, we could with the C name, but outside label we can use our own label, okay, as customer name, as amount of the deposit, okay. So like design view, so I continue put as a introduction for customer name. I just show you the difference of the description and the caption, and caption with the field name. Field name is a real name, caption just the outside label, like manager of department, okay, but your real name maybe is Madam Yap, okay. So after we complete our data with the data type and the description and the caption, we also can control the field size, like maximum our field size of the name is 255, but for maybe from our area our name is quite short, so we can adjust to 25 of the length of our customer name. Same as we can apply with, we just rename in the caption, or we can apply with the data validation, apply the rule for validation. So we can apply the rule, okay, with the function or constant or operation, okay, maybe more than, less than, we want to show up. As last time we study in Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Excel, we study for the sample of the validation. We also can ask for yes, for required the user must key in the rated data. When they key in the customer record, of course the first one, they must key in the customer data. It's compulsory, okay. So if compulsory to key in, we select yes. It's option, then we select no, okay. You can just skip it, like what we learned in Google Sheet, Google Form. Last time we studied Google Form, they have one option to let you select, is option to key in or compulsory to key in. Of course, as here we can select yes. If the data did not key in, you can't continue to other field, okay.